And Dr. Umar, you also said that black women are jealous of Cheyenne Bryant. First things first, we're not jealous of Cheyenne Bryant. As a matter of fact, I didn't even know who she was. I had never heard of her. Okay, never had I heard of her. Didn't know who she was, had never heard of her, don't even know where she came from.
Black women are attacking her out of jealousy. They are jealous of her looks. They are jealous of her life coaching career. They are jealous of her podcast success. They wish they were in her position. And because they are not, they are trying to destroy that woman. Period. Point blank in the story. I've told you before, Art, that black men have a problem with each other, right? We got an ego problem. I think black women's problem with each other exceeds black men's problem with each other. What they are doing to Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is absolutely unacceptable, Art. They are destroying this woman more than Donald Trump. They are destroying this woman more than Candace Owens.
Just like you said that we was jealous of Clarissa Shields, we're not. Now you saying that we're jealous of Cheyenne Bryant, which we are not jealous of Cheyenne Bryant. Okay, we're not jealous of her. If anything, black women were the ones who were supporting Cheyenne Bryant. Okay, but what's done in the dark, it comes to the light. Okay, what's done in the dark comes to the light, and the truth is being exposed. And you know what? Cheyenne is being exposed for the fraud that she is. Because, you know what? I don't know a lot about what it takes to become a doctor, or, you know, I don't know. So I'm not finna sit up here and act like I just know the ins and outs of what it takes to become a doctor. Like, I don't know. So I'm not even finna commentate on that. But what I do know is this. Number one, we're not jealous of Cheyenne Bryant. That's number one. All right. So let's clear that up. Let's get that straight. Okay. Number two, you love to try to call us jealous when you do not want to hold someone accountable. Stop the gaslighting, sir. Stop the cap, because I've noticed that about you. You love to call black women jealous when it comes down to holding a woman or holding someone accountable for the actions, for the wrong that they have done, for the things that they've done wrong, and for the things that they have said that were not true. Stop trying to gaslight us. Stop trying to manipulate us. Stop the cap. Stop the reverse psychology. Just stop it. Stop trying to manipulate us and control us with your little narrative and your little spin on black women being jealous of Cheyenne Bryant, because no, we are not. Cheyenne needs to be held accountable for her actions. If in fact, indeed, she is not a doctor, then she needs to be held accountable for her actions. If she in fact is not a doctor, she needs to be held liable. And I think she needs to be held liable legally, socially. Okay, she needs to be held accountable, because saying that you are a doctor and you are not, that is false information. And she should be held accountable for her actions legally and socially, and also financially. The fact that she stated that she was a doctor and it wasn't true. She needs to be held accountable. She needs to be held accountable for her actions. She lied. She is a fraud, because I know this. I never went to school to be a doctor. But I do know it takes anywhere from 8 to 12 years to become a doctor. I know that much. I know that she cannot provide her credentials. I know that she cannot provide evidence that she went to school. She has not provided a certificate. She has not provided any school credits. She has not provided any degrees. She hasn't provided anything. So are you saying to me, because I know I'm not the brightest crayon in the room, but it sounds to me like you and Cheyenne Bryant are saying that we just need to take her word for it, that she is a doctor, and that's it, and that's all. Like, no, sir. Are you kidding me? No, ma'am. No, sir. We not just gonna take your word for it. Are you kidding me? You say that you a doctor. Nobody else said that Cheyenne was a doctor. That's what she said. And you mean to tell me that you want us to sit up here and believe you and go off word of mouth and go off your word and just take your word for it? Just take your word for it as at face value? Like, are you kidding me? Like, crack is whack. Like, are you on drugs? No, ma'am. We not just gonna take you at face value, because right now, ma'am, you looking real crazy. You looking like a fraud. You looking like an imposter. You looking like a fake doctor. You looking like Dr. Umar right now. And I'm even questioning his ability to judge and discern correctly. And I'm even questioning his degree right now in his code of ethics. And I also heard Cheyenne say that she didn't give a F what nobody thought about her, and she wasn't proving anything to nothing or nobody. That's what she said. And she basically said in a nutshell that we just need to take her word for it and take it at face value that she is a doctor, and that's it. That's all. That's what she said, and that's what it is. And she used profanity. And whatever interview there was that she went on, where she had her breasts out, or whatever provocative photo, whatever outfit she had on, that was the first time that I heard of her in my life. Whenever that little situation came about, when she was dressed provocative or dressed inappropriately or whatever, with her breasts out hanging out a year or two ago, whenever there was whatever men's show that or podcast that she was on, that was the first time that I had ever heard of her. I didn't even know her name. I just know they said that it was some lady doctor who was dressed inappropriate or whatever, and it was some backlash about that. And that was the first time that I had ever heard of a Cheyenne Bryant. And I said to myself, surely this woman has some type of integrity or some type of moral values that are being compromised if she was dressed inappropriate and she said that she was a doctor. Sound like somebody else I know, Dr. Carrie Bryant, who wore an illusion dress that gave the illusion of nudity. A supposed woman of God, which she is not, a supposed doctor and pastor. Yeah, sound like somebody else I know. So, yeah, Cheyenne Bryant, I would question your integrity, your character, your morals, and your principles. All of those are in question. And so are you, and so is your false imaginary degree. So, Dr. Umar, we are not jealous of Cheyenne Bryant, we of Clarissa Shields, and we are not jealous of you either. Okay? So, please stop the cap, because we're not jealous of either of them. Stop the cap. Stop trying to use black women as your scapegoats when you need to be holding people accountable for their actions. And you don't want to hold Cheyenne accountable for her actions and Clarissa Shields, because you don't want us to hold you accountable, because you know you effed up, because you know you have been misappropriating funds that you have collected over the past 10 to 12, 15 years for that school that is still not finishing up and running. And you know you made some bad decisions and a bad judgment call, and you know that you have messed up. And you know that the cat is out of the bag. You know you was misappropriating funds, and you know that the gig is up. And you know what you did, and you don't want to hold people accountable. You don't want to hold Clarissa accountable, and you don't want to hold Cheyenne accountable, because you don't want anybody else holding you accountable. And you think you slick. That's reverse psychology. I'm no doctor, but I know reverse psychology when I hear it and when I see it. And so you don't want to hold Cheyenne and Clarissa accountable, because you don't want us to hold you accountable. And you know if you try to hold Clarissa and Cheyenne accountable, you know that would mean that you would be a hypocrite and a fraud. So that's why you don't want us to hold them accountable. But no, we're going to hold all three of y'all accountable. You, Dr. Umar, starting with you, Cheyenne Bryant, and Clarissa Shields. If you don't want to be held accountable for your actions, then stop doing the stupid, dumb ish that y'all doing and saying. If you don't want to be man enough or woman enough to be held accountable for your actions, stop it. Stop the foolishness. Stop the foolery.
I've earned the title. I have multiple degrees, and I'm not going to prove anything to anybody. My obedience is to God, not to people. And so as long as I'm in his will and I'm serving and I'm doing his, his word, my sheep will know my voice. Even the sheep in wolf clothing. That is not my battle.
But
That's
with the
his.
questions that are out there, why not provide the proof of your degree? Why not?
Well, a couple of things, right? I have multiple degrees, and my thing is that my proof isn't something that I have to prove to individuals.